Guys, welcome back to another video. I do apologize for the late post on this one, but this is actually a little bit of a throwback. So I thought it would be fun to share that on this channel. It is not necessarily book related. It's actually a very, very old what's in my bag that I filmed back like 10 years ago. And I realized that video never really saw the light of day, and I just thought it would be so cute to post it here. If that sounds like something you guys may be interested in for a little touch of randomness, definitely stick around for the video. It's reading time here at JB's Corner. For those of you that are new here, my name is Jaya. I put out videos every Wednesday and Sunday, primarily on bookish related content with a little bit of randomness here and there. This is definitely one of those that is in the random category. I remember that when I was in medical school, that was kind of when I came across YouTube and like really started enjoying it, not just for, you know, entertainment content, but also from the standpoint of studying and just study music and things like that. And it's just so amazing how much it's grown since that time. But at that time, I remember thinking to myself, I always wanted to film. And so there was one day when I was sick in residency and I was sitting at home twiddling my thumbs, and I happened to film a what's in my bag video. And I think the thing that really amused me when I was sitting back and rewatching this video from like 10 years ago was the fact that I still talk about books in that video, which I just think is so great. I am so sorry for the noise complaint. This is our noise complainer. This is Taco, for those who have not yet met her. She is my partner in crime, my little Loofy Goofy. Yes, my little smoosh. I love you. Are you good? Are you gonna calm down now? Want to say hello to the nice people? Yeah? Anything else you want to share? You good? Can I put you down now, my little princess? So sorry about that. That was Taco. And I just thought it was so cute that I was still talking about books back then. And I just wanted to share that video with you guys. I hope you enjoy it. For those of you that are returning, thank you so much for being here. I would not have this bookish community without you guys. Your support and your love means the absolute world to me. And I could not do this without you guys. So without further ado, I hope everybody enjoys the video. Hi, my name is Jaya. Pleasure to meet all of you. I woke up this morning sick and happened to have time off from work and realized that for the past 2 to 3 years, I have wanted to start my own YouTube channel. And as it is 2019, I figured that now is as good a time as any. I apologize ahead of time for any coughing that may be engaged in during this video, as well as blowing my nose because I am a schmiddle bit sick. Let's get started. So I always assumed that if I had a YouTube channel that it'd be extremely eclectic in terms of its video content. I have always wanted to do a video channel where it would incorporate all of my favorite things in one place, including things such as book reviews, luxury goods, planning, and then of course any new and fun tasks that I might engage in. This year I really wanted to learn the art of baking, so there might be some videos on baking, and being a baking virgin, you guys can all start at the beginning with me and grow together. And those are just a few ideas that I had. I don't know how regular the channel will be. I don't really know if I'll post anything after this, to be honest. But I am very excited about doing this video, especially since I'm sitting at home sick. That being said, today I wanted to start off with a what's in my bag video and a bag review. I know that a lot of YouTube channel YouTubers end up doing these type of videos. It's something that I really, really love to watch and thoroughly enjoy, and has also helped me make a lot of decisions in terms of the purchases that I've made for myself. Pardon, as I sip some tea here, because who doesn't love tea? Yogi tea, strongly recommend. So that being said, the bag that I'm going to review today is the Louis Vuitton Speedy, and this is the smaller size, I want to say. So that's the bag, about the size of my head. But I absolutely love it. I know there's a lot of disclaimers on YouTube in regards to, not trying to brag or anything like that, which is exactly the same thing that I'm going to say here. I'm not trying to brag. I'm not saying that I'm excessively privileged or anything like that. I do think that different people spend their money on different things. I personally really enjoy luxury goods, so that's one area where I do enjoy spending money, and that's not to say that I always buy everything brand spanking new. This bag I actually got on consignment sale, and so I think I paid roughly $250 for it, which is very exciting considering these retail around $900, I think, at brand new cost. And so the reason why I selected this particular bag is I love, love, love how the patina has worn. If you look at this leather, it's just so stunning. I love the fact that it has that aged kind of vintage look to it. I love the fact that the leather tabs have also aged and still maintain the lettering so beautifully on it. On that note, I did originally have the actual zipper tag that came with the bag, but because of the way that I chose to handle my bag, which is not the best, I ended up ripping it because I was trying to zip it while holding just the zipper, not the bag itself. It's a lot of weight on a zipper, and so the leather kind of broke. And so now we have a little pom-pom that serves the same purpose. So, as far as the bag itself, I absolutely adore this bag, and let me do a standing shot for you guys with it on the crook of my arm. It's very nice in terms of its fit. I absolutely love it. And I am pretty tall. I'm about 5'8", so that's kind of how it fits on me. Excuse my lovely PJ pants here. And I think it's a great bag. It's very, very light. It is a canvas material with leather accents to it. And because of that reason, it's a very lightweight bag. It's also very sturdy, very easily cleaned, and it doesn't wear in a hideous fashion, as you can see through my bag, which I'm sure is pretty old because I did get it, like I said, from the consignment store, and it was already considered vintage. I also apologize for my very haggard appearance today, but we're going to chalk that up to being sick, and the excuses that I can make about my appearance go with the fact that I am not feeling my best today. So, without further ado, let's get started as to what is inside of the bag. This thing holds so much crap, it's not even funny. It's actually quite incredible how much stuff this bag can actually fit, even though it seems pretty tiny. For that reason, my bag weighs a ton. It is extremely heavy, but then I've also packed it pretty well, I would say. And there's still room for more. So without further ado, I'm going to start with the main pocket. And the first thing that you see inside of the main pocket is my phone. Maybe it wants to turn off. There we go. This is the iPhone XR. I absolutely love it. I got it in November of this year. My mom was nice enough to get it for me. Basically, all of us needed to upgrade our phones, and it had been a while, about 4 years or so, and so it was really time for a new phone, and I love it. The next thing we have in here is my little makeup pouch that contains a lot more than just makeup, honestly. There's nothing too exciting in here. There's like a couple of pens, which I really love. These are kind of my favorite pens right now. They're fine tip pens, and they are made by Sharpie, I believe. They're the liquid impression pen, and it's the ultra fine point. And so ultra fine point being pretty fine tip pen. I don't know if you can really appreciate that in this video, but I do love them. I always have pens on me in some way, shape, or form, or pencil, something to basically write with. I have a little coffee thing in there, which I'm very excited to use. Lip liner, a lip gloss, a liquid lip that I got as a gift from a friend, hydrocortisone ointment, because you just never know. California and I have not been very agreeable lately, especially with all the fires that have been going on around the bay. Little hair clip, because again, you never know. This is actually a Vaseline tub that's filled with Aquaphor, and it's primarily the only thing I really use on my lips. I know I have a lot of lip products that I just showed, but I don't actually use them that often. So yeah, I love this. I also have the Advanced Healing Vaseline for lip therapy as well that I also like to use. Halls for obvious reasons. And then I have some Ceridone in here, which is always great because you never know when you're going to have a headache. And of course some feminine products because always safe to have that, right? So yeah, that's the lovely makeup bag that's in there. The next thing we have in here is this little guy. So this is basically a handy dandy plastic bag that opens up. It was given to me by a friend and I adore her for giving this to me because in California you have to pay 10 cents every time you go shopping for a bag. I'm originally from Texas, so that was a very big shock to me. Didn't really understand why, but I kind of buy into the whole thing now. So it's just always safe to have a little bag on you. This used to have a keychain on it, which I have since ripped. But outside of that, I do love it. I do love it quite a bit. It's very nice to have. So thank you to my friend who gave that to me. Next up, we got some sunnies. This is my sunglasses that I keep in here. I do enjoy sunglasses quite a bit. I think they really add to a look. These particular sunglasses are Roberto Cavalli. And as you can see, they have the little snake on it, which I absolutely love. I call them my Slytherin sunglasses, because who doesn't want to rock that look, right? They actually work really well in terms of actually serving their purpose and blocking out the sun too. Who'd have thunk, right? Next up, we have my actual glasses. I don't actually wear glasses that often, really only whenever I'm driving. This particular pair has been with me for years, and I absolutely love them. I think they have that very chic adult look, which is nice considering that my usual presentation of myself is that I'm basically a 5-year-old. So they are quite sophisticated and enjoyable, and I like having them as part of my collection. And being able to see while I drive is always a perk as well. Next up, I have my battery pack charger. This was by Kate Spade. I absolutely love it. It gives you about 100% to 110% charge on your phone, and I absolutely adore it. So I have that. Next up, we have some hand sanitizer because you never know. And then I have my actual charging cord, because if you have a charger, it's always nice to have a charging cord to go with that. Some gum, because, you know, why not? Some mints. I personally love those. Those are from Trader Joe's. They are the green tea mints, which are really nice. This is kind of funny. I have some permahand silk ties in my hand. Basically, these were expired at the hospital, and so I took them home because they would have been thrown away otherwise, and it's great for me to be able to practice my knots and stuff for whenever I need to be in the OR. Next up, we have another pack of mints, because Altoids are also great, which is slightly stronger, which is sometimes nice. And then I have some tea candy, apparently, which I did not know I had. So that's always fun. Next up, I have one of my 3 planners that I like to carry around with me. This is actually my 2019 planner. I did have it customized. This is an Erin Condren, and I absolutely adore it. This is the Petite Planner, which is basically a portfolio that comes with 4 bands inside of it, and you can put little notebooks in there, and they have an eclectic collection of notebooks. So this one is my first one. This is actually the monthly planner, which is where I do most of my planning. As you can see, you can kind of like write out whatever you want, and as you go further after December 2019, you have little note sections where you can take notes. And at the back of every single notebook, they usually have some stickers that they send with it as well. My next notebook is my budgeting notebook. I'm really trying to be on top of my budgeting this 2019 and keeping track of all of my expenses, especially since student loans. It's time to pay them off. This is my gratitude journal. I really want to keep a more positive attitude this year. And so as you can see, I kind of started this first week. And so I just write something small every week, every day. And then this last one is my wellness log. My goal for this year is to lose about 20 pounds. And so this is really nice because it just kind of allows you to keep track of all of your meals and your snacks. And then it also lets you keep track of how much water you've drank, the steps you've done, and the activities that you've done for that day. So far, it's been pretty blank in that book, mainly because of the fact that I have been sick and unable to make it to the gym. Not for wanting to, though. Which is a big step for me. The next thing I have in here is my little notebook. This is also an Erin Condren notebook. I absolutely love them. This one actually came with as a free gift with a purchase that I made of the Life Planner last year. And I basically use this for the hospital whenever I'm on call, and I just need to, keep lists of everything I need to get done, because when you have 50 things that you need to get done, it's sometimes nice to have an organized way to make sure that all of your work is getting done, that your patient care is being done properly. The next thing I have in here is a book. I am trying this year to be on top of my reading. So for 2019, I'm really trying to read at least one book a month, if not more. My list right now is 13 books, and the first book on my list for January is After You. I actually read Me Before You last year, and I really enjoyed that book. I thought the movie was okay, but I felt like the book had more depth to it, and I really liked the question of euthanasia and kind of like the social concepts that she being Jojo Moyes, introduces into her book. So After You is kind of, the next step after the ending of that book, and continues to follow one of the main characters, Louisa, throughout the next book. And so I've so far been enjoying it quite a bit. I am currently on chapter 10, and so far it's been quite enjoyable. In fact, that's probably what I'm going to do after this video is go read. Curl up in bed and read. Next thing I have in my bag is my wallet. This is the Louis Vuitton Emmeline wallet, and I really enjoy it. I think it has just enough space for everything. I have my cards, of course, which there's 4 card slots, and then there's a coin section. The zip is very, very smooth, which I really love about it. And then it has a few pockets for your cash and receipts and whatnot. Overall, very, very functional, and I really enjoy it. And then, another tea candy. That's always exciting. This bag also has this little pouch here, which is nice. I think all of them come with that. And inside of that pouch, I basically have my 2 sets of headphones. So this is for like any of my regular devices, like things like my laptop or my iPad, etc. If I want to watch a movie or, just do some work. And this is for my actual phone, because now that I have the XR, it does require this headphone jack. But I do love these headphones still. Using more. And last but not least, I have in here my actual day-to-day planner. Not that I don't use the other one for day-to-day planning, but that one's more kind of like monthly spreads, as well as like overall budgeting and health and all that kind of stuff. Whereas this is like my day-to-day. I love this little thing. It's great. I also got this on consignment as well, and I can go into a little bit more detail about this if anybody would like to know how I use my various planners and etc. But that's pretty much all I've got for you today. This bag is now empty, as everyone can see. And yeah, super duper light, very, very sturdy. And I would strongly, strongly recommend this bag to anybody who's interested in purchasing a bag. The other nice thing about the Speedy is that it's been around for so many years. It is a classic piece. There's always going to be a resale value for it. And the nice thing is, like, even if you're not necessarily getting back the same amount you paid for it, I think in a lot of ways Louis Vuitton is growing quite a bit as a brand and is established at this point. So you can get a lot of money back for it as long as you maintain your pieces. But more importantly, because it's such a classic collection, I do think you can find a decent price on these items if you do look in the right locations for a secondhand purchase. My biggest rule with any secondhand purchase is that I really make sure that the bag comes with its original receipts and tags, just so that you can authenticate it. But as long as that's possible, it's, I always think, a good investment and just so much fun to carry around and very, very sturdy. So that's pretty much all I have to say on that matter. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I apologize again for all of my coughing. And yeah, hopefully you guys have a great rest of the week. And I guess I'll see you guys eventually, whenever that happens. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I just thought it was so cute to rewatch that video. I realize it has nothing to do with books, and I realize it's super random. I do apologize for that. But it was just so fun watching that document and also realizing how much lighter I was back then. Definitely have a weight loss journey that I need to go on again, but it was such a fun experience filming that video, and I still remember how much joy it brought me on that day when I was miserable sitting at home, unable to go to work, like feeling sick. So just a little glimpse into what residency crazy J-Shree looked like. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That being said, I cannot thank you guys enough for taking the time to sit and watch this video. For those of you that are new, welcome to the channel. It's such a pleasure to have you. The videos are primarily bookish themed, usually book reviews or TBR videos or what I read in a week, like that type of vibe. If that sounds like something you might enjoy, author reviews, definitely stick around and consider hitting that subscribe button and that notification bell. I would love to have you as part of the community. For those of you that are returning, once again, I would not be able to do this without each and every one of you. Thank you so much for your support and your love. It just means the world how kind and loving this community is, and it's just been such a joy to go on this reading journey with you guys. I hope to see you guys soon, and I will leave everybody with this. Wherever you are in the world, whether it's morning, evening, or night, whether you're living with family or alone, whatever it may be, I hope you're having plenty of time to rest, to read, to relax, and to spend quality time with your loved ones. I'll catch you on the next video. Bye guys.